The number to call is 212-209-2950, raising money for WBAI. We're highlighting the fact that there is a revolution, that there's an air of revolution on the planet, not just in New York City, around the planet. On May Day, people in over 130 cities took to the streets to have their voices heard. And you know what the media did? Ignored it, tried to shut it down. But guess what, folks? The energy of it is here, and you cannot stop an idea. You cannot stop a movement. There was in the park, and Paul, you must know this, there was in the park this incredibly beautiful energy that I saw people, the buzz that you were referring to, I saw people coming to that park and becoming intoxicated with that energy and returning over and over and over again to be a part of that. Lucky me, the park is between where I work and live, and so I was able to stop by on almost a nightly basis.
So it wasn't like you had to come out from
Brooklyn
Long Island.
Yes.
Like I was doing every day.
Yeah.
Wife was not happy.
I imagine that she wasn't.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful to those kids who went into that park and decided to put their bodies on the line.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it was really revolutionary. And at the opening of our Occupy Wall Street radio show, Max Hodes, who was one of the hosts of the program, and he and Luke, I believe, were, about putting their bodies on the line there. And
I love those kids.
Oh, I love them too.
I love them, man.
Yes, those two people are so brilliant and so unique. Even among the occupiers, they're incredibly unique. But I love them. But they talked about that idea of this is the generation that voted for Obama and expected that hope and change. And when they saw none of it, they went down and said, I can only vote with my body now. I voted with your booth, and it made no difference. I'm going to go put my body on the line in this park and stand up for this country and for the struggle that is a worldwide struggle, the workers' struggle. And they literally did that, went down and put their bodies on the line.
And people were beginning to get it. The mainstream of this country was beginning to get it. And when they came into that park, and they took apart Zuccotti, and they took apart all these other parks around this country, it wasn't because they were afraid of a bunch of young kids. They came in there because they were afraid of their own people. They were afraid of the American people coming together. The faces, the different backgrounds, all of the honesty that came into that park was never talked about. And when people, the few, very wealthy few, saw that, they decided that it was time to keep us divided, to pull us apart again, because we were coming together. They attacked the very essence of what we're about as people. And
they haven't stopped, Paul.
And I was reminded, I hope it's okay for me to say it, because it's always been on my mind.
As long as it's not one of those 7 words on that sign over there.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not on that sign, brother.
Can you read those words?
But when I was, I passed my license test. It's just, isn't it? Back in the 60s, Martin Luther King was a hero of mine. Always has been, always will be.
Hero of all of ours.
All of ours.
Yeah.
Who, back in the 60s in Memphis, he fought and put his life on the line for the sanitation workers. And I have to say that when I was there at Zuccotti the night that the park was raided and I saw those sanitation trucks pulling up, that broke my heart, because I was back there back then and I saw what I saw, and I couldn't believe that that union would work against the common good of people. To be out there exercising our rights. That broke my heart.
It broke mine too. I was there. I was the only reporter reporting live that night on the air.
Thank God you were there.
Yeah, by chance I was there, and I reported the entire incident from before it began until it was over. But one of the things that struck me in that was the glee on the faces of those sanitation workers. There was literally glee. They were laughing and smiling as they threw people's belongings. We had a community in that park.
We did.
They threw people's belongings, people's lives into the trash can, and they did it with this joy on their faces that shocked me. As a human being, it took me aback. I couldn't believe it. And again, I thought, these are unionized workers.
Right.
Are they really reveling in this?
Right.
And it was disturbing to also...
Very disturbing, and when completely was slapping Martin in the face, and I have no hesitation to say that on radio. I'll say it to a Senate worker. I love you guys because we always expected you to be there as part of the people.
And a lot of them were.
And some of them
A lot of them were.
Some,
Yeah,
not
we
the
don't
ones
want
that
to
were
impugn
that
all of
part.
them, but
Yeah.
the ones
Come
that were
on.
there that night.
Just
tell it like
something
it
was
is.
definitely wrong.
Yeah,
Let me,
we'll tell
before
it
we
back.
go further with this, we have open lines now, and if you tried to call earlier and couldn't get through, now is the time to call and pledge your support at the $50 level. You're listening to WBAI 99.5 FM in New York City. This is free speech radio for New York and the tri-state area. We've been here for 52 years bringing this free speech message to you, giving voice to communities that don't have a voice, and we're doing it all because you have supported this station. 212-209-2950. The album is called Occupy, this album. It's a 4-disc set, and it's only a $50 pledge to this station. For a $100 pledge, you will get not only these 4 discs, but you will also receive a pair of tickets to go to the listening party on May 8th at the City Winery, which is at 155 Varick Street. That's going to take place at 7:30 p.m., and Michael Moore is going to sing to you if you make the choice to join us at that event. 212-209-2950. There is lines open, and if you can come by the station and volunteer, we certainly need you to do that as well.
My Pet Dragon is also going to be playing at the City Winery on May 8th, and we're actually blessed with the singer of My Pet Dragon's presence.
Yeah, and they rocked it the other night at the first event that we had over
Yeah,
at Gibson
yeah.
Music Space.
Yeah.
That was a great performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really fun. And if you don't know who My Pet Dragon is, you will know
Yeah.
very shortly. And they are
Unbelievable.
played on this station here. So
Yeah.
luckily, some of our listeners will know who they are. 212-209-2950. Call us, give us a pledge of $50 to get Occupy this album. And we're going to hear a quick poem in just a moment from Paul Spitz. And the reason that Paul is here with us is because we talked about our drum circle earlier, and they're called Pulse. They're on the CD as well. And Paul spit over some of their drumming, as we say in the hip hop
I could
world.
change my name.
Yeah, I'd rather you didn't.
My mother and father would hate me.
Well, why don't you give us some of that poetry that
Yeah.
you are so known for?
Well, thank you. This is just 2 verses from a 3-page poem, but it's for the musicians. And I wanted to read it anyhow, so I'll do it. It's a poem called "It Is All Here," and I gave Jason carte blanche on taking a few lines out and using it in the drum circle.
Thank you.
Because I trust him implicitly. Do not hold me back, nor limit me to any given boundaries, nor by thy taken treasures toll, nor prevent my passing, nor seize me with thy earned point of view, nor seek to contain me within the confines of rhyme or reason, nor within coarse conformity's cruel and cutting chains, nor to enslave my spirit with rhetoric, nor with the redundancy of walking through man's earthen marble halls. Do not seek to bind me to the task at hand, nor to the ideals, nor to the ordeals and mundane obligations which bringeth all caged spirits to the place of no escape, into the house of many facets, which has no purpose but to imprison the soul and silence the voice mute and impotent before a watching and waiting world. Here and now I reign triumphant and victorious. All of the walls around me have thusly fallen. All of the windows and doors have opened before me. The once solid roof has given way to the open air, exposing the naked wonder of a new celestial morn. And the foundations beneath me, no more being substantial, cannot keep me from earth's so calming touch and call. It is here where I shall breathe in the freshest air, here, before the approach of each and every new dawn. It is all here, in the twilight of day, where all of life's fragile forms daily come forth to reappear before mine eyes. to flourish and feather and fawn, where we, the good, gather and await the dawn, before the presence and coming of God. And here in gathering voices ever so bold and brave, we shall sing and make such sweet music as shall make the envious world of men pale and wane into nothingness and into insignificance, thus silent to our ears, relieving and releasing us, the souls of the kind and the good, to freely embrace the day.
Yeah.
Damn, y'all feel that?
Wow.
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 212-209-2950. Give us a call and pledge your support at the $50 level to receive this CD. That was Paul Spitz. He is on this CD with Pulse, which is the name we've given to our drum circle, which is the name they've chosen for themselves. And they are the final track on disc 4. You will hear Paul along with them. Jason, who is this next gentleman sitting to my right?
This next gentleman sitting to your right is Mr. Todd Michelson, who is the lead singer of My Pet Dragon. What's up, Todd?
How you guys doing?
Welcome to WBAI. Thank you for being here this early in the morning on a Saturday.
It's great to be here. I'm honored.
Excellent, thank you, and thank you for participating with the CD. And talk to us of your perceptions of Occupy Wall Street, please.
Well, like I was saying out there in the lobby to some of the other musicians, you know, you see a lot of marches and a lot of causes and a lot of things going on in the world, and they don't always resonate with maybe young people or just, you know, the mass media in general. But I think seeing YouTube videos of people protesting peacefully about something, seeing the power of sitting down peacefully, minding your own business, and being dragged away by the police, that was a powerful image, as opposed to seeing